myself Ankur Sharma, and I'm working as a senior manager sales at Filo. And Filo is basically an edtech company where we deal with students uh, of K-12 segment, and the majority of the students come with us for one-on-one classes. So basically, the team is mainly involved in personalized one-on-one classes to the K-12 segment. Our process of one-on-one classes has a team of approximately 20 to 25 people. We have an totally inside sales process. The process involves counseling of students and then understanding their requirements and then giving them a personalized and a customized course for their specific requirement. So our whole system is dependent on students' needs, his aspiration, his basically performance at that point. And then our team at Filo is basically responsible for bringing that growth in that child, from bringing that performance increase in performance, and as well as his score or whatever aspiration he has according to that. Philo has many segments. This is one of the segment which I'm taking care of, which is private sales. Other than that, Philo has instant sales as well, where the student is directly connecting to a tutor in a Uber-like mode. So where basically, if you have any query, any topic you want to discuss, you just type the topic and you can be connected to a tutor in 60 seconds. That's another model of us. But what we are using ExtraaEdge for right now is for basically private sales only. Yeah. Yeah, so before this, we were using an in-house CRM, but that same CRM was limited to, let's say, operational usage that was not defined for sales process. And the major challenge which we are facing while using that our in-house CRM was that basically we were not able to understand the journey of a lead, and we were not able to gauge the efficiency of a sales counselor through that CRM. So that is why basically we shifted from our in-house CRM to ExtraaEdge. Yeah. The major problem was the capability issues. Other than that, there was no major reasons. Yeah. Our CRM is totally built for operational usage. It's not built to manage a sales team. It's not built to manage a sales funnel. It's not built to manage basically to handle different sales lead sources. It's not so the recording of the students are not available on that CRM. So there are many issues which we faced. Which basically helped, which allowed us to, think about shifting into a proper sales CRM. The major reasons can be, you can count on them, that leads which were generated on our app have different requirements. So our sales process requires a high churning rate of leads, and also a bucketization of those leads with higher intent and paying capacity, so that those leads can be touched on a regular basis. Our whole process is dependent on better funnel management, and that was not possible with our old CRM. We have different criteria on the basis we identify leads, and those parameters has to be integrated into CRM, so that basically our sales team can have a better calling process. So for that, we have to shift from our in-house CRM to ExtraaEdge, I suppose. Yeah. So how ExtraaEdge helped us basically? So first of all, the biggest challenge was bucketing of leads in different segments. So it has a very flexible lead management system, ExtraaEdge, which allow us to basically create a bucketing system which basically is personalized for our process. If we talk about, I have dealt with various CRMs, but the limitations are mostly that those lead management systems or basically the easy bucketing is not possible in those systems. Easy bucketing, if easy bucketing is possible, the flexibility is missing. So there has to be some catch every time when we were looking at different CRMs. But when we found ExtraaEdge, it was the major catch was that it has a customized lead management system. So second thing is that the analysis of sales performance is far easier than other processes I have dealt with. It's basically far easier to use. Easier to use, you can say it's user friendly. The analysis part, anyone who has not been dealt with any kind of CRM even can easily adapt to it, because we have a team which basically was not that much experienced team, but they adapted to ExtraaEdge very easily. Third thing was that we required different API integrations for different source of leads. That was very easily managed by basically ExtraaEdge. It was not possible through different other CRMs, because in other CRMs there is a basically lack of API integrations. Mostly they provide you with some new apps which you have to buy. So there are different criteria to integrate different sources of leads, but in ExtraaEdge it was seamless, I suppose. And the last thing was it has a customizable lead assignment. So lead assignment is very important in our system, because in lead assignment, when we work on lead assignment, it has to be done through various criterias, and those criterias keep on switching. And if we don't basically have a flexible or a customizable lead assignment, then it basically doesn't work, because every 5 days, 7 days, we have to change our route of lead assignment, because we are a very new company or a new process. So we have to build, we needed somebody who can be flexible with us. So that in that way, ExtraaEdge was a great help. And yeah, so these were some points. I can go into detail a lot, but these were the major points which basically we found in ExtraaEdge, which helped us a lot. Yeah. ExtraaEdge and other CRMs, what was the major difference I found was basically the adaptability. In other CRMs, I didn't find that they were not adaptive enough to a new process. You have to adapt your process to according to the CRM, but in ExtraaEdge, they adapted according to us. They gave us that flexibility. They gave us that option. They allowed us, to basically dig deep into what exactly our problem is, and they solved it for us. If we talk about the features, what was the best feature I found in ExtraaEdge? I can talk about basically the best feature would be an analytics, the analytics reports. The analytics reports are very easy to use, and those reports are also customizable, and we can create our own reports as well. So they added a new feature where we can create our own reports by adding our basically let's say I want to find out that how many calls a single person has made in last 20 days. I can get that, or how many sales they have done in. I don't have to ask ExtraaEdge to create that report for me. I can create it myself. So I think that was the best feature I find out about ExtraaEdge, because in my role, the major work I have is basically analyzing the data and understanding where we are lagging, and then improving the process accordingly. So analyzing the data is very important for us. Basically, if I talk about numbers, let's start with lead connectivity. So when we were using our in-house CRM, the lead connectivity ratio was at 30%. Now we are at 50%. So it has an increase of 20% there. Our follow-up updation rate has also increased by 20% after using ExtraaEdge. Our lead to demo book all increased by 25%. And all in all, if I talk about the whole process efficiency, if I talk about in top line manner if the process efficiency was increased by 20%. So 20 to 25% the process efficiency increased. Other than that, if we talk about our whole journey while we working with ExtraaEdge, our revenues also multiplied 4 or 5 times. So yeah, we had a great journey with ExtraaEdge, and the major pointers and the major difference it make was process efficiency. So the increasing a process efficiency by 20 to 25% is a very big number in if you look at it from the perspective of sales process, because sales process is totally different dependent on process efficiency, and it was a great help for us. Yeah, I totally would recommend ExtraaEdge to other companies. And why? Because if you're looking for a great team who can listen to your requirements, be flexible about the process, give different options to basically solve that problem, and sit with you, dig deep into what exactly your process is looking for. And in the end, basically the eagerness to help. In the end, the process, I loved ExtraaEdge. About one thing about ExtraaEdge team and ExtraaEdge was that they were ready to listen to my problems even if they didn't have that feature with them. So in last 8 months we went through, I think, 2 or 3 major changes in the CRM. We basically revamped the whole CRM twice in the last 8 months, and ExtraaEdge was key in listening to our requirements and bringing that change, and within given TAT as well. So, and they also added a few new features after understanding our needs. So that made a job a whole lot easier and the process efficient. So I'll totally recommend ExtraaEdge to every process who is building, who is ready to grow, and if they, because growing processes requires companies who are flexible about their work. Yeah, I think everything. I think ExtraaEdge for me is Rahul and Aditya. That's it. Yeah. So they are the basically the soul of that whole CRM for me, because in the end, it's them who listened to me, who understood my problems. They basically responded to me in even in times when they were busy somewhere. They basically keep on checking on different process lags we were having. They were basically keep on updating us about what new we can introduce. So they were very available is the most important thing when you're talking about a customer success person, and the availability was great. They were available every time. They were listening to me. Sometimes even I have very extravagant requirements. Yeah, so and they listened to me, and they also gave a great inputs, I suppose, because without their inputs, the CRM we have right now, the ExtraaEdge CRM for us, I'm not talking about the whole CRM, but the CRM which we have right now would not have been possible without their help. So it's them who basically taken my word to the company, and or my thought process to the company, or my basically requirement to the company, and then they worked on that, and that nothing better than that, I think. Yeah, so yeah, I would basically say that I'll give them the best possible feedback i I can give, and yeah, I'm lost of words. Yeah.